Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. Once again, your host, DB Smiley here. Casting Division C West, Team Mapitas versus Rush B. Map 1 gonna be Volskaya. Map 2 gonna be those shrines, which are most infernal, as we all know. Gonna start this draft out on Volskaya. Gonna be Team Mapitas with first ban. Some of their great players, such as Player 1 and Player 2. What are they going to ban first? This was their map, or this was Rush B's map choice. Rush B is not up 2-0. Let's correct that. There we go. That was a leftover ghost of the last game. But what will we see on this fine map? I actually like this map. I mean, it's not like it doesn't allow for the most traditional play. It's very, very team fighty. Alarak ban. Possibly something scouted? It is. Dominator, dropping the heart, presumably in Alarak one trick. They've scouted better than I have, unfortunately. Picked up these series today, so didn't have the best opportunity to scout. Didn't really have the time to commit to it. But what I can tell you is that Rush B, currently sitting at 6 points, 1 win, 3 ties, have not been dominated in the series. Meanwhile, Team Mapitas, currently at 2 draws. Although I don't think their games... Yeah, their games from Week 2 have not been updated yet. So I don't know exactly where their record is. Unfortunately. But Rush B is updated. 1 win, 3 draws. We're going to see where this goes. Stukov going to be the ban on the other side, not wanting to enable that very powerful 4-man healer in the form of Stukov. But here we go. First pick coming down the line. Obviously not going to be Alarak at this point. What will it be? Thrall's up. Strong on the map. Very easy to quickly finish Crash Lightning.
Pilneus will rise again.
Thank you, Crow Heroes, for the raid. It's now telling me, like, prevent offensive raiders. You guys don't seem very offensive. I mean, I did spend the entire first game I cast tonight saying fuck Comcast, which, by the way, reminds me, fuck Comcast. Haven't dropped any frames, though, since, so saying fuck Comcast is apparently good luck. Who knew? Greymane gonna be the first pick. Surprised to see it. Greymane, not the highest priority on this map typically. Not that he's bad, but the thing he brings to this map is just team fight ability. He doesn't bring anything like objective control. Does give you siege damage, but a lot of that comes in the form. So a lot of that comes in the form of the protector if you can get it. Still though, it does let you potentially backdoor core. Do we see the dreaded Druce Pirates turn their head? Nazebo! What? Nazebo Sonya. Playing for post 20, obviously, but wow, that's an early Nazebo pick. Sonya I get, like, but those are two, like, picks that I'm not surprised to see on this map at all. But picks I'm surprised to see this early in the draft, I think is what I'll say. Wasn't expecting that. Was definitely not expecting that. Let's see. What are the next 2 picks going to come down the line? If you're going to grab the Thrall, you grab it now, but you already have a Greymane. Maybe you get Malfurion, get the top healer. You already have the Sonya to Moonfire off of. Gonna be Lucio and ETC. Grabbing Lucio over Malfurion and an ETC could suggest an attempt at a Death Bowl. You do have Ancient Spear to interrupt Mosh, although most likely Sonya's going to be in it. And with Nazebo, you can't really afford to go into something like a Li Ming here, I don't think. Oh no, Beetle, don't worry. As bad as Comcast is, it's no Time Warner. TWC, like, I wouldn't even fuck them. I don't know where Ted Turner's been, frankly. Chromie ban. Makes sense. You have Lucio, you want to sit back and poke. You have the ETC that Chromie could follow up on. I have to look. What do you ban out now? You could ban out the Malfurion. Twilight Dream would be difficult to deal with for ETC. Force them onto something like a Rhaegar, or apparently a Lily, as we've seen earlier tonight. Although Lily lost both games, so feels amazing, man. Feels great. What are the picks going to be? It's a ban. You could ban out the tank. You don't really need to ban out Garrosh because you have ETC. ETC counters the Garrosh. Could ban out the Diablo. I'd do a Diablo or Malfurion ban. I'd be happy. Phoenix is up as well. Maev's up, actually. Maev, I've not seen a lot of priority on. Now, this is... I've casted 2 lower division games tonight, D and C. So I guess maybe I shouldn't be too surprised by that. But it is the Malfurion ban. Does leave Diablo up into the Lucia, so Diablo would be a strong pick. Gonna get the Joanna. Very useful for keeping ETC from getting a good mosh off. Does have a bit of trouble engaging, though. Which is going to be exacerbated by the fact that there's a Lucio on the other side. It's going to keep the enemy team nice and safe, able to speed boost out whenever needed. What is the next pick? They don't need to grab a support. Could grab their damage dealer. Phoenix is up. And it's a consistent auto attacker. Hanzo's up as well. Actually, yeah, I like that Hanzo pick a lot. Even over the Phoenix, I really like that Hanzo. Dragon's Arrow can interrupt Mosh. He can get away if Greymane dives. Has a little bit better escape than Phoenix in a general situation. Yeah. Let's see. What are the picks for player 4 and 5? You need a solo laner. Could be a Malthael. But I'd probably expect to see something more like a Blaze. Then you need a range damage dealer. Phoenix is up. Again, he says. But that makes all your damage auto attack in the Joanna, so maybe something like Li Ming. Tyrael Malthael. Okay, so there's the Malthael. Surprised that you forego Blaze and no, you get Malthael, but you don't have any. I guess Greymane can be your ranged damage dealer, but not gonna be able to poke too hard onto Sonya. Gonna have the Sanctification Mosh potentially, so that's good. What support do you get, though, here? A lot of burst damage off the Greymane, but you still have some sustain. I think Rhaegar's a fantastic choice. I think Rhaegar's a totally fine choice. You have the cleanse with it. I could even see an Uther, but I don't really want to. But Uther, I think he could work. I think it's got to be Rhaegar, though, or Uther. Yeah, it's Uther. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that. Sorry, my computer decided that I wanted to shut down my headset for some reason. Not really sure why. There is sound coming through it. But here we go. Gonna move into this game. Okay. So we got Mapitas on the left, Rush B on the right. Surprised by the Tyrael pick. Not to say that it's bad. It's Tyrael Greymane. You have the Malthael who can dive as well. Could it be Judgment, Curse Bullet, or Curse Bullet, Judgment, Last Rites? Countered out by the Uther. Uther has the big burst heal. Q's the target. They're fine. D-shield in the worst case. Thank the Mosh. But there's enough interrupts that I just think Mosh is going to be trouble anyway to get off. We'll have to see here as we jump here into game number 2. Going to be someone used a name they shouldn't have and got changed to BNet player, and that's going to be Greymane Denoso. Going to be on ETC. Holy Mion going to be on Malthael. Mac going to be on Lucio, and Nima going to be on the Tyrael. And over on the right, down here on the bottom, Fatlock 333 going to be on the Sonya. Going to have they're spinning so fast. Greenwall 12 going to be on the Uther. Great Pooty going to be on the Hanzo. Putu. I said Pooty for some Putu. Says where my brain's at. T-Lane going to be on Nazeebo, and Dominator going to be on that Joanna. Splitting the lanes immediately, Team Mapitas. Not really looking for that 5-man engage in mid. Trying to slow up the minion wave a bit, but didn't really have a ton of effect doing it. Minion's still going to be centered. And they're going to try to just hyper-stack Nazeebo. Nazeebo Joanna is a good combo. Lets the spread happen pretty quick. Condemn into the spiders. Gonna get that poison spread so Nazeebo can stack. Looking at the level 1s. Q build out of Nazeebo. I've been seeing that a lot more. Stun build out of Uther. Hammer of the Lightbringer over that Silver Touch. That one surprising. Toad build. Prog Rock. Slam out of Sonya. Not going with the block. That one really surprises me. Sonya right now dealing with both the ETC and the Greymane in the bottom. I really think that one was a mistake. Because that slam talent, every 4th slam deals more damage to the primary target, but... And Lucio going with maximum tempo. So some weirder talent choices in this game. Viciousness, Fear the Reaper makes a bit of sense. That said, as a garbage man, you probably would typically see something like on a Pale Horse on this map, but I can see the need for it. Helps them engage onto the backline quicker. Greymane starting to fort camp a bit early. ETC fighting off Sonya here in the bottom. Some weirder talents picked in this game. We'll have to see how that plays out. Again, not to say wrong, but Nazeebo's stacking well, already at 40 stacks thereabouts. Has stacked most of the minions possible so far. I mean, what, 42 minions he could have stacked, and he got 39? There he got 6 more, so only lost 1. Doing very, very well stacking that Nazeebo. That'll pay off well if they can get to 20. Level 4's in now. And with that Hanzo Stormbolt, that's really going to stack Nazeebo quick. Already up to 52, my goodness. Has only missed 4 minions of all the minions he could have had. That's very impressive. Sonya's still getting pushed in bot. Uther coming down the top. Sonya off. Lucio going with all the quest stack. Chase the base. That one is very interesting. Black Harvest. Oldie but a goodie. Trying to go with that dot damage, which makes sense. You don't have Malthael solo laning. You have Malthael in the rotation. So you're going to stack Black Harvest pretty quick. Greymane with the eyes in the dark. Otherwise, though, nothing too exotic. I will be honest. and I'm just gonna say it, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think Sins Exposed is a terrible talent. You know, I know DB Smiley thoughts, blah, blah, blah. I think it's a really terrible talent, and I'm surprised to see it being picked. So I'll just leave that there, but Big Voodoo makes a lot of sense. Slam build out of Sonya again. Alright, so with that, point currently at 43% for Mapitas. Rush B now getting onto it for the time being. Right now, Malthael's still soaking the top, trying to find 7 for his team. So far, only 2 frog stacks for Nazebo. But with as much melee as is there, when, not if, but when Mapitas chooses to invade, Toad build potentially going to get a lot of value. Here comes Nazebo stepping up, looking for those Toads. Doesn't collect anyone. Well dodged. Rush B at 77% now. Fatlock a little bit low. Rotated down to soak bot lane. Level 7's here. Echo Petal going to be the choice. Once again a quest talent. So 3 quest talent for Lucio. Very interesting. Still no 7 pickup. Now it's in overtime though. Dominator steps up a little bit low. No level 7 here for the side of Rush B. They can't afford to back off. They do have their taps up, but Dominator going to get separated out with the Power Slide Face Melt. That's going to be enough to get that first kill. And, that may be enough to get them to camp. Joanna should be up here in 10 seconds, but has to rotate all the way back. So we're going to have to get a toe onto the point. Uther can survive there for a bit. But it's going to be tricky with the stun, with the potential follow-up. And the boop's going to prevent someone from easily getting onto the point. 82%. Sonya getting a toe on. They don't need to get a toe on exactly right now. There's some Toad stacks. 14 now. So Zebo getting him stacked pretty well. Ancient Spear comes in, but doesn't hit anything. But now they're on the point, 99 to 99. So this is going to be the deciding fight. ETC power sliding in. There's a cleanse onto Sonya. Sonya with the spin to win. Somehow staying alive. She does manage to stay alive, but overall the sustain definitely favoring the side of Lucio. Although now people getting whittled down by this poke from both Nazebo and from Hanzo. Dominator stepping up. Here comes the slam, but power slide in. Sonya going to be the first to drop. And Rush B going to have to give that one up. Still, though, take a look at the positives. Nazebo already stacked 80 of the needed 175, I believe. Can't remember. But very well on the way to clearing it up. Stormbolt 3 stacks, so target practice. That one is going to add a lot of damage when it's done. But yeah, there we go. Pretty standard play. Get the mid and the top towers here. Trying to make sure that you get everything cleaned up in terms of those towers. Ooh, but Hollyman comes out very low. Eats a lot of poison damage, still alive. Meanwhile, Sonya has been double soaking, so catching up a bit on XP. And, you know, with the towers here still standing, not too far behind. Sonya is rotating down straight away. Gonna allow Nazebo to get some stacks here. Nazebo up to 28 Toad stacks. So, could do quite a bit of damage. There's the Toads of Hugeness. Camp being picked up. Looking at the 7s, nothing, once again, too surprising, although Punish, so going for that, which is much melee they have, I think it's actually realistic to take Subdue here. If you hit that quest, it is going to make team fights very, very much in your favor with this Nazebo, those slows. Already 105 stacks, just goodness. I mean, Nazebo is stacking so quick. Let's look at, Nazebo has more HP than Joanna now. Now, it doesn't have the passive armor, but has more HP than Joanna all the same. And that's impressive. Some stacks going to be lost up here. Potentially could turn into Cannon Tower. Port Camp, though, going to get picked up. Or is it? Yes, it is. Picked up by Joanna. Fatlock did rotate up just to pressure a bit. We're going to rotate back down. Devo continuing to stack. Devo actually has more HP than ETC now. Wow. But looking at the level 10s, we do see Stage Dive over the Mosh, which makes sense, a lot of interrupts. It is the Sanctification, Sound Barrier, Go for the Throat, and Last Rites. Meanwhile, Bless Shield, D Shield, lots of shields, but it's Leap out of Sonya over Wrath. Dragon's Arrow, and the Garg. Which again, I would not go Ravenous Spirit into a Sanctification Stage Dive. Would be a not beneficial trade. Sonya gonna pick up this bottom soak. Slight soak advantage for Mapitas at the moment. So far, this game playing out pretty slow. Not a lot of tower pressure from either team. Top towers are finally down, but no fort pressure really. You know, once again, I think this is an interesting kind of 3-man rotation, or like a 1-2-2. The Shroud comes out to spot out Uther. Stepping up, though, that's already 143 stacks. Goodness. How much HP does Nazebo have now? Nazebo has over 4,000 HP. Goodness. I mean, he's just going to be so difficult to kill. Sonya going to clear up this mid lane. Not going to complete it. Going to rotate top. They're going to try to get some progress on the point. They are going to lose the race to 13. ETC grabbing the turret camp at the moment. Malthael split soaking 13. That's going to come in. ETC can stage dive up. ETC can actually clear up this bottom and then stage dive up. Lucio completing the quest, so getting that expanded range with party mix. Every ultimate up. Goes with the can't stop, won't stop, or excuse me, back in the mix, excuse me, to get healed up whenever Condemn comes in. For some reason, thought that was always called can't stop, won't stop. I'm sorry. Greymane gonna poke in a bit on Joanna, sitting on to the point, has the self-sustain, blowing the self-heal, dropping the sprays. Here comes Holy Ground, though. That's gonna get Joanna off the point. Tried to Iron Skin it out. Didn't get the Iron Skin off in time. Now, point is blue. It's 94% though. So they're going to wait till 13s before they engage. Smart play here by Rush B. Playing this one patient. They don't have 13s yet though, and there's not a minion nearby. But there's the passive Dribble. 13's in. To be noted, physical armor. Not going to help against the Nazebo, but will help against the Sonya and the Hanzo. Here comes Gary the Garg though, trying to zone people out. Gary the Garg in the back line, cutting the members of the team in half. Joanna stepping up in a big way. Has the heal, Fatlock getting a bit separated. There's a leap. Hanzo coming in with a huge Dragon's Arrow. Divine Shield, allowing the turnaround, but here's the Sanctification. And now Last Rites comes out onto Joanna. She does take a lot of damage. Doesn't die from it immediately, though. But that is still a Last Rites stack. She died fast enough. So, once a lot of AoE damage, but not really enough focus. Now Sonya trying to get on the point. This is contested, but here's the Sound Barrier coming in. Now Greenwall in a ton of trouble. Sonya trying to spin to win, stay alive. Gonna be Nazebo going down. Can they keep T-Lane up? T-Lane dropping the Ice Block, but can't get healed while in it. T-Lane going to go down as well. And that was a big fight win there by Team Mapitas. Gonna get their second Protector here. Gonna easily pick up this fort.
Blue team has taken control of our Protector.
You grab a fort, maybe get keep wall if they want to push up. Could just rotate to get fort, try to rush 16. Keep wall is worth more damage than fort, but you're definitely going to trade out more damage as opposed on the protector as opposed to just picking up middle. So gonna play this one kind of the more passive way. Take mid fort. But level and a half lead. And that's important because, you know, once this hits level 20, I mean, Nazebo's just going to truck people. But if you hit 21st and get that bonus track on Lucio, it's definitely going to pay dividends as well. Bonus track is just such a good level 20. Nazebo going back to stacking. Ooh, good laser. Going to chunk out a bit. They may get bot fort as well, and that will definitely get them 16 way ahead of their opponents. All 5 members down here. Nazebo going to come down as well. Sonya pushing top at the moment, trying to get some trade value. Fort still standing. Here come the members. Stage dive onto the back, onto Sonya. There's the power slide, trying to buy time for Malthael to be able to rotate. No, Tyrael not rotating top. So blowing an ult to scare Sonya away. But that's a long cooldown where you don't have it. You do have 16s now, but you can't really easily take a fight without that stage dive for another minute. And that may be enough time for Rush B to actually pick up their own 16. So if they collapsed onto Sonya and then used the stage dive to engage, I think it would work. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, you're getting back to lane. But it's not like Sonya was going to get the fort in that time anyway. She already got in the wall. Greenwall stepping up here a bit aggressively. Sonya in the same space, but Greymane now going to be able to jump down onto this fort on bottom for free. Let's see, BNet player getting the news it's time to leave. Going to mount up and do just that. Going to rotate right up top over the conveyor belt to be safe. Meanwhile, though, 177 stacks from Nazebo, so definitely done with Vial Infection. It's just a matter of getting to 20 now. 16s are here, and we do have the Memento Mori. Black Harvest not yet done, but getting close. Executioner out of Greymane. Did ETC take face melt? No, he went mic check. Where's the slow from? I guess the slow off the Eldrain's might. I'm trying to think, like... Yeah, there's no... I think the only slow is off Eldrain's might. And stage dive. Although you can execute, of course, off the stun damage from ETC Power Slide, so not like it's a horrible choice, and just normally you want something more consistent with the slow to proc, rather than that longer cooldown. But we'll see if it works out. 16s on the other side. We have Benediction, we do have the Holy Renewal. Punish has not been completed yet. They've not been able to get that 4-man Punish. I mean, if you hit it, it's game-changing. But if you don't hit it, then the talent's not going to do any good. Once again, straight slam build. 2% bonus damage.
Blue team has destroyed the fort.
And that's including the smash damage. So, a lot of AoE damage. Top fort was... a fort was still apparently standing, but did just go down. I missed that, somehow. Zebo going with the zombie wall as well. Here we go. This is a fight that Rush B both has to take and win. Joanna gonna step up. She's very alone though. No one's gonna be able to follow up to punish ETC here. And now this is 5 people rushing this bottom fort. Less shield gonna come out on the Lucio, but it's an ult used without really any chance to follow up. And so Lucio can just heal to full passively here. Big cooldown used before the rest of your team there is able to actually fight. Sonya gonna grab a turret for the time being. They're gonna need it now. Without that blessed shield, it's gonna be very difficult to get the engage you want, especially with this sanctification, with this sound barrier. You no longer really have an easy interrupt for it unless Lucio gets too close to Joanna. While she's condemning, that is. But gonna clear up this wave. They need to move on to this point though. Joanna gonna step on. Malthael up in the lane right now, so Joanna could aggress into this. Surprised she hasn't. ETC is top, clearing up the siege camp. Could stage dive in, so you don't want to stack up too much if you're red. Here comes the blow-up attempt. Holy Ground, though, gonna be able to peel Tyrael out. Now Fatlock chased a little bit too much, having to back up. Last Right's gonna come in. Divine Shield blown, even though Sonya definitely would have survived the Last Rights there. That's a big cooldown used while Sonya was already retreated away. She was at half health, which meant she would have dropped to a 1/6 of her health, but a 1/6 is not dead. And now here comes the stage dive. Not really an aggressive stage dive there, but once again separating out Dominator. And now with all that blow-up potential, Joanna is going to go down. Rush B cut a bit in half here. Mapitas going to be able to collapse onto this. Mapitas playing pretty well at the moment. Palamon chases a bit too hard. Hanzo going to be able to jump out and get the finish. 4v4 at the moment. Uther having a hard time keeping people alive, though. T-Lane very low, Hanzo very low. There's a stun on the Nemo, some good follow-up damage. If they can tap, they could try to come back, but they don't have a ton of time. Which is to say, I don't think they're going to get back in time. Point cap, 63%. Hanzo not going to be able to get there in time yet. They are going to lose this protector. It's going to be 3rd protector of the map. Over to... Oh, yeah, you're right. Soul Rip slow. Somehow I missed that. Uther trying to get onto the point, just committing suicide in the process. And that's actually feeding XP very close to 20s. Basically here now, on the side of... Yeah, Soul Rip's incredible slow for it, just because, you know, it has 100% uptime on anyone who's on it. So that executioner definitely going to get a lot of value there. Was Bless Shield just used? No. Alright. So now, Ultimate's coming up. Protector does get bottom fort. Level 20's here. Looking at... We do have the Death Mosh. Normally want to hide that pick. Seal of Eldruin. So going with the basic attack speed up. Bossa Nova over the bonus track. I just straight up going to say I don't like it. I don't like it. Weird that Lucio's quests are at 0 when he clearly has... I think it's just because he's in the Punisher, it throws that off. What it looks like when he comes out. Ooh, Laser gonna pick off Hanzo there. Here comes Lucio popping out. There's the Bless Shield. Here comes the leap. Focus on the Lucio. Sanctification. Going to enable Sound Barrier to come down. But it decays very, very quickly now. The talent that allows you to fight more often. But when you also have tools like Sanctification that, I just think the sustained healing of bonus track would be great. Nitpick Smiley. Siege Camp gonna get invaded. Level 20's close. And it's a game changer when Nazebo gets it, because he's Vile Infection's done. 100% done. Pick piercing arrows here. Ooh. Holy Ground onto Joanna. Last Right's going to secure her fate. Sound Barrier comes in again just to make sure that no one gets turned around on. And that's a staggered death. Hanzo, just as he comes up, Joanna goes down. That is a horribly staggered death. That is going to be a keep. And it might be more. If they stagger another death, this is going to be the game. Wow. Green Wall doesn't have 20. Not going to survive. Sonya leaps in. She's done. Ice Block coming in now. Is D-Shield up to save T-Lane? No, it's not. And with Nazebo down, does manage to take out Malthael before the Sound Barrier can come in. So they might be able to stop the game, although they have a Greymane and they have Sanctification up in 10. Oh, they're going to get Uther. Uther blowing the D-Shield. He could have died there. Come back with the redemption. Save his D-Shield. But, yeah, that's like 3 really badly staggered deaths in a row. And, yeah, they lost the keep off it. I'm surprised they didn't lose more. The Malthael pick, if that didn't happen, they probably would have cored, but I think, honestly, they could have cored just now with the Sanctification and Greymane. Yeah, you can burn core. Greymane is, you know, best core burn in the game, really. But here we go. Zebo gonna be up. They're finally gonna have their 5-man. They are down Divine Shield for some time, though. But Vile Infection is here to save the day.
Is almost ready. Access its terminal when I bring it online.
Sonya stepping up onto this turret camp. Could see an engage here. ETC could stage dive onto the back line. Power slide in. Once again, trying to separate out Joanna. There's the Iron Skin. ETC trying to step up. There's, though, oh, and, well, Death Mosh, though, going to enable some degree of turnaround. Patlock still alive, though. But there you see the power of Vile Infection Guard just absolutely trucking ETC there. And he was just gone before anything could be done to save him. Patlock gonna get away. Stage dive will be up for ETC when he's back. Death Mosh, though, didn't really get any value. No real chance to turn around here. The Final Curtain, I like that talent choice. Perhaps I don't see it more, but just the ability to come back from the dead is very, very powerful. Lucio finally completing that level 20 quest, so now getting the wider boops. It's just such a late quest completion. But it's there. Now, Greymane did go Hunter's Blunderbuss, so that ranged auto attack ability going to be pretty strong. You can step up and do it. He did go Quicksilver Bullets as well, so it pairs well. Once again, a separation onto Joanna, stepping onto the point. Here comes the stage dive. Dominator, a bit of an awkward spot. Sonya has not joined this fight yet. Divine Shield has to be blown on Joanna. Dragon's Arrow comes out with the play of the game. Very, very low. Guard poison damage. Gonna take out Tyrael. Deathmatch catches 4, though. Oh, Tyrael barely misses the 4. Now Greenwall gonna be the next to fall. Greenwall does go down, but will be able to rejoin the fight and come back up. Fatlog trying to spin the win to stay alive. There's a trade, but Dominator staying alive due to these Uther Ghost Heals. Uther gonna come back up, but it's too late to save Nazebo. But this is actually gonna be the first protector of the game over to the side of Rush B. Lucio, the only one surviving that fight. But here we go, getting into the Punisher. What can they do with it? 2 catapults onto the core. See, there's a graphics bug here in Oliops, because this says no shields when there are clearly shields. 11k shields, but now core taking real damage. 3 catapults lined up. Sonya not going to be up for a bit. This is going to lose a lot of core HP. And I think the Protector realizes it, now having to back up. But that's 87, 83, 79. Hanzo now getting out of the Protector, trying to get back. Minions are finally going to clear this up, so Hanzo abandoned the Protector for no reason. Wow, that's just unfortunate. That's 38% of your core for nothing. I mean, they got a cannon wall and a fort in mid. That's rough, because now you have to watch the back door, you have to push that top lane, and now Uther's up here alone, so not really going to get much value from the Protector. Now Uther actually could be in a bit of trouble. Here comes the engage, but Hanzo is top. Hanzo does have Dragon Arrow up. Is play of the game going to come in to join this fight? Sonya inside the Punisher, getting the extra value. Hanzo just clearing up the lanes. Waiting for that play of the game ult, potentially. Joanna can get a big condemn into a blessed shield. I would want to see it come out. Yeah, Hanzo into the back now. Joining down here. Punisher only 12 seconds left. If they're going to get this fort, they need to step up and get it. Here comes the Garg, looking for the engage. Garg gonna zone out. Laser coming in. Here comes the Punisher. Protector, excuse me. 1 second left. It breaks. Fort taken. Rush B gonna be able to back off. Gonna have to get top, clear up the Punishers there. Yeah, there's a graphics bug, because I can see where the shield is. Like, the shield is full right now, and I can see where it is, but this is not white, it's black. That's weird. Weird bug. But 2 Punishers lined up top, gonna need to be cleared up. Now, they could get their siege camp to help push it out, could focus that lane for a bit. Mid-keep is vulnerable, though. Ooh, here comes an attempt to invade. Blessed Shield, trying to get onto Tyrael. Gonna be able to get out. Leap is a whiff ski, and Sonya can't even get out of her own crater. Taking the crater ult here is Sound Barrier into a whiff stage dive. Here comes the engage now onto the backline. Sonya trying to get centered away. Divine Shield lands, but so does Sanctification. Sonya now trying to run away, but there's a huge amount of damage coming out from Nazebo. Mach is completely poisoned, but staying alive for now. Does heal himself to full, much like Sorks in Star Wars The Old Republic. Ghost Dunk, that is racist, sir. Gonna need to deal with this catapult. It's pushed in, but here comes an attempt to engage. Now, Leap is gonna be up, Bless Shield's gonna be up, Garg gonna be up. Stage Dive, go for the throat and Sank down. So this is actually a good time to engage here, if you're aware of the ult. Sonya right now clearing up the Caddis, could be a rotation onto it. They're gonna try to invade this, but without their ultimates, I actually think this is an advantage on the side of Rush B if they take it, but right now we see a split engage. There's an aerated crater, but now coming in, ooh, so much damage. Sound Barrier gonna try to mitigate, but Nazebo is just absolutely choking. Garg onto Mach on the backline. ETC gonna be first fall, but it is a death march and it catches 4, and now here comes the big damage. Turn around onto Sonya. Sonya down. Now Joanna dead. Oh no, Hanzo coming in with the play game, go get down Tyrael, and now the chase on Mach is so low onto the backside. Ice Block has to be blown by T-Lane, but Uther gonna drop, as is Hanzo. T-Lane trying to get healed, but Uther, now the lone defender, And the two death abilities, Deathmosh and Tyrael, basically won that fight. And now turning their attention onto core with the Greymane. This is a lone Uther defender who's at least baiting the catapults, but he's not going to be able to do anything. Greymane going to just burn this core so fast. They have the turret. They have some minions there. This is going to be GG. And Mapitas had a big lead. Let it get whittled away with the Nazebo 20, but ultimately going to take game number 1 here. Good job by Mapitas. We'll get set up for game number 2. We'll be right back here on the Nexus Gaming Series.
Infernal shrines.
My mic was muted. Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. DB Smiley here, casting game number 4, the nightcap game of the night. ... That one got away from me. Team Mapitas winning game number 1 off a couple death abilities. With the Death Mosh hitting 4 people, enabling a couple kills. Tyrael getting the finishes. Working out well. But now we move into map number 2. Team Mapitas picked Infernal Shrines. This is Rush B's first ban. What are they going to do? The Death Mosh definitely caught them a couple times. They're still going to prioritize banning that Stukov. Stukov, once again, another good Stukov map. Any map where you tend to group up a lot and rotate, Stukov going to get a lot of value. Mac, unhappy with this news. But, makes sense. I mean, he's a strong, he's a big, strong support that don't need no mana. At least after he gets one good spread, with one good spread, he's basically manaless as a support. Sorry, that was a sigh of delight as I drink this tasty beer. It is Magic Hat number 9, Not Quite Pale Ale. A classic. Not an original beer. Certainly a widely distributed one, but it's damn tasty. So I'm happy with it. Alarak, once again getting banned out, focusing that Dominator. They don't want to deal with the Alarak. So Dominator, happy to see it banned, sort of. I mean, not going to be able to get the Alarak, which is apparently a pretty big comfort. Given the prioritization of the ban. You know, Alarak's certainly not a top-tier healer top-tier hero in this meta, but in Dominator's hands, I guess it's dirty, because it is getting banned. Diablo gonna get picked up here by Rush B. Getting their tank early. They had trouble forcing the engagements they wanted in the last game without blowing Blessed Shield early. And you kind of have to telegraph when you engage into the Lucio with the Joanna. So I think if they got the movement speed talent, maybe that could have helped out a bit. But now getting Diablo, wanting to make sure that they're not going to get stuck in a position where they have to deal with awkward engagements again. What are the next two picks? It's going to be Kael'thas. And it's going to be Alexstrasza. Interesting. So picking up Alexstrasza to deny the Diablo-Alexstrasza combo on the other team. Kael'thas makes sense on the map as an early pick. Bit risky into Diablo. One problem I have is that Alexstrasza doesn't have a cleanse into Diablo. Kael'thas could get Diablo comboed if he's not very careful with the position, and he'll be dead before Alexstrasza is able to land the cleansing flame if that happens. It's a bit risky. They need to get a big front line to help kind of dissuade that dive. Pardon me there. Gonna be see a Varian.
A great destiny.
Jaina, this is heavy blow up. Diablo charge gonna pick a target. Colossus smash into Jaina Blizzard. That's my guess. And Alexstrasza gonna have a hard time saving from that amount of burst. Unless she's at like full health, lands a big Q, and immediately hits that, and then maybe dragon forms and then blows the other heals. It's a lot of burst. Alexstrasza does have big heals, big bursty heals, but they have warm-up times, all of them. She has to get into dragon's form to be able to double Q. She has to have W be on the ground for a while before it can heal. She has to have cleansing flame, which has a warm-up time. Bit risky. What do you ban out? Hanzo, in my opinion. Since they don't have a lot of Shrine Clear, they need another ranged assassin. Gonna ban out Malfurion. Also makes total sense. I'm fine with that. Yeah, actually makes a ton of sense. I respect the hell out of that ban. I forgot Malfurion hadn't been taken, hadn't been banned. Tyrael gonna get banned out on the inside. Not wanting to deal with that sanctification. They want to blow someone up. Is this a situation where you go into the rarely seen Tassadar? He can be decent on the map with the walls. He has his W, which is actually pretty good for clearing the shrines, as well as solo laning. So you could get your solo laner in Tassadar. Save whoever gets blown up for Alexstrasza. I mean, it'd be a niche pick, but I think this is the situation it works. Kael'thas is going to do plenty of damage. You could even go like Tassadar Hanzo, get a lot of value off that. And then solo tank with something like a Garrosh. Doesn't have to be Garrosh itself. But yeah, I think that would actually be pretty strong. This is rare that I hit a point where I say, what about Tassadar? Because he's kind of fallen off a bit. But in this situation, what about Tassadar? Gonna get Falstad for the Mighty Gust. And then Joanna. Joanna? Gonna make Diablo think twice about diving past, but not gonna make him think 3 times, whereas Garrosh might make him think 3 times. I do like getting the Mighty Gust, and you have the solo laner, although Falstad can be blown up pretty quick. This could actually, I mean, this could be a taunt game now. I mean, you have the Jaina, so she has the burst. You could just blow up Falstad. Once again, how's Alexstrasza gonna save him? Could still see a Tassadar here, though. Could still see it. I don't think we're going to. I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a Blaze get the bunker out as a way to save people. On the other side, you need a support. Maybe Lucio. If you're gonna hard dive, Lucio can enable that with the sound barrier. It's gonna be Thrall and Lucio. Yeah.
This is my jam.
Thrall is an interesting pick. Not as divey as Diablo and Varian, but can land the root to follow up off anything. Sundering, good engagement tool. There's just so much burst here. But they don't really have they don't have anything like a Tracer or a Genji that can get into the back line and finish quickly. They're going to need Jaina and Thrall to position aggressively to actually execute people. So in that situation, I do think Blaze is pretty good for that. Could see a Sonya as well. But Sonya can struggle with the Lucio with just the boops away whenever she whirlwinds. Could get rooted by Thrall. I think if Joanna's a solo frontline, they're going to have very difficult time engaging and very difficult time retreating. So I would say Blaze here is my preferred pick. It's the Sonya. I don't hate it. I just think Bunker, like, with the way that they're going to try to blow someone up, if you're not going to have the Tassadar shield to try to help someone out, Bunker is the next best thing. Again, just because of the warm-up times of Alex. But we're going to see. It's on Mapitas to execute, you know, defensively when the hard engage comes in, and then turn around and counter-engage that hard. That or they could trade ults positively by when you see the APOC gust away, use the shorter cooldown, trade up in that respect. We'll have to see where it goes. Very interested by this game. Last game ended up getting close. Rush B with a bit easier to execute of a comp this time from a standpoint of they don't have to wait till level 20 to get pickoffs, but they do have to get pickoffs. You know, when you're against that Falstad, when you're against that Sonya, they don't have really a strong solo laner against either. Thrall is not a bad solo laner by any means, but I wouldn't say he would beat either, especially post 7 on Falstad. So if the game is if Mapitas can force a macro-based game, I think they win. If Rush B can execute the pickoffs, I think they win. So we'll see how it goes as we jump into game number 2 here in this series. Mapitas gonna look for the domination victory. Dietrich, one of their subs coming in for game number 2 on Kael'thas. Matt gonna be on Alexstrasza. Holy Mian gonna be on Sonya. Donoso going to be on Joanna, and BNet player going to be on Falstad. And on the right, Fatlock moving off the solo lane role and into Diablo. T-Lane going to be on Varian. Great Potu going to be on the Jaina. T-Lane moving into Varian. He was Dominator, who was the tank last game, moving into Thrall. Greenwall's still on support, but a lot of kind of role changes here. Very, very interesting. But there's a flip attempt onto Joanna. Blizzard gonna come out, but, you know, it's Joanna. Living Bomb spread. Let's look at the talents. Kael'thas go Med Addict. Q build out of Alexstrasza. Now, if Alex can stay safe, the Q build is actually exceptional. If Alex can stay safe. The problem is, Diablo can at any point dive and chunk 20% off of Alexstrasza with a stun, and then she gets no value off that trait in a team fight. Further, this forces you to go into Life Blossom at 7, which means Alexstrasza is going to have to keep stepping up to get that Life Blossom. So it's aggressive. Bribe out of Falstad, so we could see a W build, trying to get some single target blow up perhaps. Maybe flank onto the backline onto Jaina when Diablo and Varian dive in. Block out of Sonya. Makes a lot of sense. Into the Thrall. Auto attack damage. Although Lucio could actually burn that block pretty quick. But here comes a gank attempt. Root on to Falstad, but that was just such a weird... Like, both teams kind of thinking that they were going to go for the gank. One with the Lucio, one with the Sonya. Falstad going to fly down. Lucio tries to boop out the fly. Doesn't happen. Falstad now in mid. did go wingman, so does have the bribe, and actually wants to bribe at the camps as much as possible, just to build those stacks up for the extra damage. They're all going Echo of the Elements over Crash Lightning, which, I mean, in this situation, 100% have to. You know, Crash Lightning is very, very difficult to get value off of on Infernal Shrines, because where the team fights occur, there's too many minions around. Holy Mian gonna look for the gank here on the Dominator. Dominator's stepping up. Here comes the Ancient Spear. Damage coming in. Very healthy. Now, this is the talent at level 4 I want to see from Joanna's. I don't want to see Joanna's going damage build. Joanna's not a damage dealer. She's a tank. And this is the one I want to see. Conviction. Going in, getting that extra speed onto the engage. I'm very, very happy with that talent choice. Exuberance going to be picked up, so Alexstrasza getting that extra speed to be able to duck in, get the Life Blossom, and get out. I think, honestly, Q-build Alexstrasza is incredibly fun to play when your tank plays well. Here comes an engage, potentially trying to steal the camp. Joanna gonna step up and scare it away. Kel'Thas gonna come, make sure the camp gets completed quick. Try and getting started up here in the top. There's going to be a 4-man engage here, and with Alexstrasza already low, they're not actually going to have that healing, and that's going to enable a successful invade. Varian steps onto the point after the Kel'Thas kill. And that's the downside, is if Alexstrasza's not heavy, you know, she gets no value off her level 1, whereas the other level 1s would still give some degree of value. Certainly the W talent, after the regen globes are picked up. Sonya, though, actually getting picked off somewhere on the map. Died to... Oh, dear. Sonya died to minions? Feels bad, man? Question mark? Rush B off to a much better start here. I have no clue how Sonya died. I completely missed it. I don't... Was she working a camp, or... I don't know. I completely missed how Sonya died. I think she was on Bruiser. Maybe died there. Someone poke in, maybe weaken her up, and the minions finished? I don't know. Falstad taking the bottom camp. This is Arcane Punisher. Only 2 defending. Alexstrasza getting caught out a bit, and they're all going to trade out. Mac in a lot of trouble, and no one coming down. Mac going to go down here. Once again, that's the problem. 2 talents where if she gets chunked, she's not going to get any value. And in these situations where you get picked in a rotation like that, I mean, it's just absolutely devastating. Now they're all going to be able to rotate down. You know, Punisher goes down, but it takes a wall. About a half-level lead here to the side of Rush B. They're all going to clear up this siege camp. Let's take a look. How many wingman stacks did Falstad get there? 8? That's actually pretty good. So already 10% bonus lightning rod damage. Oh, that's 8 stacks he has right now. Sorry, that's not how many times he's bribed minions. That would be absurd. Wrong, there we go. Pretty standard talents across the board. There's the Life Blossom. Now, this is where Alexstrasza can get a lot of value if she doesn't get poked early. But right now, Alexstrasza's just been taking too much damage, like approaching fights. She hasn't really done anything with it. Frostwolf Pack. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It is the Colossus Smash out of Variant, by the way. So, you know, single target damage. I mean, like I said, if Alex can stay healthy and keep getting those Life Blossoms, which there's the one on the map right now, is actually going to pay off quite well. I mean, the sustain is, like, as you can see, like, she's keeping Sonya very, very healthy. It's just you're constantly kind of on a razor's edge there, where you have to stay above 75 and you have to get the Life Blossom. And when Diablo's in the fight, if they focus you, it's going to be bad. But Thrall going to get picked off here by Mapitas. They managed to get Thrall, which is good because level 10s were on the horizon. What is this timer? Oh, I guess that's the timer on Colossus Smash for Varian. I'm going to assume that's Colossus Smash, and it's just that the Ollie Obs is not set up to handle level 4 ultimates. Ollie Obs has actually not been updated for a while here. Not complaining. It's a great tool. I really like the design. It's very, very sleek. Here we go. Outside Sogan bot. Lucio checking the camp, see if Falstad's on it. Siege camp gonna get picked up here by the side of Rush B. They do have 10s. It is the shield wall out of Varian. VNet player getting focused a bit, manages to barrel roll on out of there. Ring of Frost, APOC, Sunder. So you could Sunder APOC, get a lot of value off that. Follow up with the Ring of Frost. Once again, Max stepping up. Max still, though, dodging that damage. Isn't going to be able to get up to Life Blossom just yet. Actually does get up to it there, and now going to be able to kill Falstad. So, like, what if you're above 75 and you're picking up Life Blossoms, like, this heal build on Alex Strauss is actually insane. But when this happens and you as soon as you get below 50% health, you're fucked. And you know, now 3 people die before you can even get Cleansing Flame off. And yeah, I mean that's exact right there was exactly what I was worried about. Which is the fight is over before Alex Strauss can do anything. She got below 50% health, so didn't have any of the benefits of her first 3 talent choices. And then Sunder APOC comes in, Ring of Frost. People are dead before you can even finish channeling R, let alone get the Cleansing Flame off. Comes a Boot Patrol. Ooh, root onto Alex Strauss. She's gonna Dragon. Mini Gust out. Here comes the heal. Sonya gets onto it. Mini Gust again. Meanwhile, the Shrine being picked up here while Sonya pushes in the bot with Alex Strauss. Here comes the big heal, though. Sonya trading out, staying alive. Alex Strauss still not getting that 75% bonus, though. But they do manage to get the tower. Thrall baits to finish it. Look at that. Get ya baited. Get ya baited, Mapitas. Rush B grabbing the Mortar Punisher. Gonna push up with it. Level 13's on the horizon. APOC about to be up. Cleansing Flame still down for another 8. Mac now above 75% health. So can heal well. Needs to hang towards the back, though. Needs to play smart. Fort probably gonna go down. Falstad still stuck on the top. Sonya working bot camp, so they are gonna give it up. 5-man push, though, so they could get keep wall out of it. Life Blossom picked up. Falstad coming in, has the Mighty Gust. There's a jump on the Falstad, not the ideal target you want jumping on, but Alex Strauss going to be able to heal up there. Sonya looking potentially for a flank here. It is Leap out of Sonya, by the way. I didn't even run down the ultimate Bless Shield, Gust, Cleansing Flame, and Phoenix. Leap is kind of the odd man out there, presumably trying to just blow up Lucio before he can get Sound Barrier off. You know, when Lucio steps up Sound Barrier, Bless Shield into a Leap. Into a Cleansing Flame. I mean, the goal here seems to be to enable Sonya to be aggressive. See if it works out. Rotation's coming in. Good invade here by Falstad. Ooh, he's trying to Hearth. He's dead. Oh my... Wow. 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 Falstad is alive. That guy is alive. Wow. Okay. Comes the rotation, onto the camp. We get picked up here. But once again, I mean, you can't fight in these choke points. With the Ring of Frost, with everything. And that's the problem, is that even though you have Kael'thas, you would think you want to fight in the choke points. Just the Diablo stuns, the Varian, the Sunder, all of it just makes it unpleasant. Here we go. Interesting build out of Jaina. I actually kind of like it a bit here. just because there isn't a lot of dives, so the basic attack is going to be there. What is dive is going to be there is on Sonya, so you have the Frost Armor to mitigate that burst. I like it. Pacify coming out, or Life Unbound, excuse me, not Pacify. Life Unbound coming out here from Alex. I do like that choice. A lot of chances you're going to get to reduce that cooldown. Burning Rage and Joanna into all this melee. So trying to look for the extra damage. Vision Bomb. So going with the added explosion radius with this melee, trying to get more stacks off it. BNet player getting focused. Does he have the gust? He does, but Sunder gonna kill him. And there it is. Exactly the same thing I talked about. Alex had plenty of time to heal if she weren't Alex. But Alex Strasza, you know, I mean, you have the quick Qs, but W takes forever. Cleansing Flame would have been a fool's errand. Sonya gonna get caught out here. Sonya's done. Has to leap away. Big cooldown blown. Level 16's here. Banner of Dalaran, so going with the spell power increase to enable Jaina. Bring it together from Lucio. Knowing that Jaina's gonna be the target. Diablo's bulky enough to survive. He's got his souls. Varian has the shield wall. So Falstad gonna clean up the top. Oh, charging over the wall on the Kel'Thas. He's done. He's done. There's the APOC. Cleansing Flame does come out, but no, he's done. It's unfortunate. Just a matter, I mean, you can throw out all your heals, but just that rotation, it takes too long to proc. And now just needing to back up here. Punisher over the wall, onto Joanna, dodges the root. Don't step up and get that Life Blossom. You have no mana anyway, just back. Just back. I'm gonna tap here. Falstad split pushing top, but it's come down to, you know, yeah, they're trying to play this macro game, but I mean, look at all the progress they've made. They haven't even gotten bot forward, and now they're about to potentially lose keep. I mean, this Punisher's still very, very healthy. I don't want to see an ambitious fly gust here. Please don't show it to me. Kel'Thas back up, but there's the stun on the Sonya, gonna get rooted. There's some good damage there from Kel'Thas. Sonya trying to spin the win, but once again a big Sunder. Was that leap blown? Yeah, that was a leap, but leaping where the enemy was before Gust, not after. Unfortunate. And the synergy just doesn't seem to be there for Mapitas this game. Having trouble here. They did sub a player in. Not to say to blame them, but just pointing out, like, they did sub a player in here. So it's not the same 5-man that we saw in that first series, and maybe that could account for some of the missed synergy, but those were two players, the Falstad and the Sonya, who were together in the last game. So I'm not sure what happened there. 16's here for both teams now. We do have the added duration on Dragon Queen. We do have Fury of the Sunwell. We do have Nerves of Steel, so these standard picks. Imposing Presence may help out a bit. Reducing the attack speed on Thrall is going to mitigate some of their burst. Bruiser Camp pushing it up top. Going to be cleaned up here very quickly by the side of Rush B. And then they could actually push top, or they could, while Mapitas clears top, push bottom, although it would be a long rotation. I doubt they'd be able to get keep with it. Now, Mapitas trying to get some structure out of their own, try to equalize XP. Joanna acting as that ward, dismounting with the flashlight. Trying to disengage now. Kel'Thas did manage to get mounted up. Now everyone else does. No fight. Falstad cleaning up bot, getting those stacks. Let's see where Falstad is at. 25%. Not as high as you'd like to be, but could go and bribe a camp now, except there's really no camps up to bribe at the moment. Here comes Diablo, moving it on the point. Grabs the Alex Strasza. Ooh, is Alex going to be able to get out? Cleansing Flame was not able to get off there. Used the Dragon Queen, but still got focused. Cleansing Flame may have been the safer play there. Does go down. And now, I mean, they managed to get a turnaround kill on the Lucio, but no support for either team. And with Alex down, there's the leap, trying to get on the Dominator. Dominator rooting Joanna. Diablo flipping away. And that's, once again, a win for Rush B, who are just taking more and more control over this map. Rush B playing much more tightly this game. Oh, Faust said that's a dead bird. He's... Wow. Oh my goodness. They're nobody... Oh man. Living on the edge. Thug life, B-net player. Living on the edge. My goodness. That's disgusting. Disgusting in a good way, but disgusting. But got those stacks, the 3 more stacks, so now doing what, 40% bonus damage on the W? Yep. Now here we go, moving in onto the point, looking for the engage they want. Potentially, things, if this Punisher, there's no wall, mid's already taking damage. If this Punisher goes the way of Rush B, they could very well end the game. They'll get to keep, they'll get very close to 20 off it. Because this is a situation where Mapitas, they either have to give this up and try to soak, or they have to engage right now, because it's already 31. Leap onto the back line, but there's the away. APOC gonna come in, Faustad gets immediately deleted. Once again, someone dies before Alex can save them. Here comes the big ring of frost to Alex, and focus, Alex is gonna drop here. Alex not even getting off Cleansing Flame in these fights most of the time. Well, she gets it off there right before the Sunder comes in, but Sonya dies for those Sin. I just don't think the Alex pick has worked out. I'm not even necessarily faulting the play, although I think the build is a bit... Into this much dive, I think the build is patently optimistic. But again, like, I just don't think that this pick is working out. Punisher stepping up. Level 20's here. Alex doesn't even have 75 HP now. That's a problem. I mean, gets the Life Blossom, but doesn't have 75 HP, so not going to heal for a lot. Here comes the Dragon, trying to save Kael'thas. This time they might actually do it. They actually do, but Mac taking a ton of damage from this Arcade Punisher. Gusting away, Mac's dead. Leap on the backline, trying to get on Joanna. No follow-up. Denoso also low. And that's going to be game. And I got to say, I'm really surprised how one-sided that last game was. Given what we got in game number 1. Sorry. Whoa, where'd my... What? There it is. Really surprised how one-sided that game was. Mapitas just didn't look like they had any of the coordination they had in that first game. At all. The Alex Strasser pick, just as I feared, just didn't work at all, for the reasons I feared. They only managed to get 2 kills. They tried to make it a macro game, but they just, you know, if you lose every single Punisher, you're not going to be able to do well. They get they may have gotten the first Punisher, but it was killed so quick. I actually know they didn't even get the first Punisher. They got no Punishers the whole game. Well, with that, no post-game interview, unfortunately. Just for the sake of time, it's 20 past midnight, and I do have work in the morning. So I'm going to have to leave it there. Thank you to both teams for letting me cast. Thanks for watching Nexus Gaming Series. Check it out, nexusgamingseries.com. You can follow me here, twitch.tv/dbsmiley. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/deathbysmiley. I do tweet about HGC there. nexusgamingseries.com. Get into the Discord. Halfway through, thereabouts, all the regular season of Season 4. So Season 5 won't be as far away as you think, so you can start getting in, looking for teams now. We hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, everyone. Take care.